Trends will be, I would say, confusion will prevail, first of all, for some time, till we see a visible economic recovery signs and all that. Till that, people would be very shy of investing, particularly in IT, because that is still considered as a luxurious spending, you may call, particularly by the larger segments like banks or the critical government enterprises who need IT infrastructure or services. One other factor which is very visible is a capacity issue that prevails not only within the government but also within private sector. If you recall, or if you would have noticed, that there is a severe shortage of CIOs, for example, and there is a chaos all over. You don't find good managers who capacity to undertake or roll out larger projects successfully. So these are multiple issues. Spending is incorrect, if you may call, is incorrectly budgeted. So that becomes one cause of failure of projects, the other is the capacity, and so on. I think these are the constraints that we have to go through for some time. Focus on these kind of investments in bringing up the quality of management within themselves, very few. But most, they spend money on branding rather than creating a substance which could be a growth engine for themselves and create a new breed of management for expanded operations. Very few companies invest in training and project management and other things. Obviously, no one can deny the potential available outside Pakistan. I mean, it's not in billions, it's in trillions of dollars, and not as far as even US or Europe, even within Asia and Middle East and Africa, it's in hundreds of billions of dollars, the addressable opportunity size. We as a system integrator and we as an Infotech, we had gone out of Pakistan, we expanded out of Pakistan partially not because of choice, but as having no choice but to grow ourselves, because if we don't grow, we are going to die. This is the kind of business that we are into. So lots of other companies have also started following us, which is a good sign, and I always encourage people to go out. But there is another issue that we have recently started facing, which is very common. It's not associated with IT business. It's with the other export-oriented businesses also. Is the travel, diplomatic isolation, restrictions or discouraging Pakistanis visas, even by the countries who never used to bother about. Now it takes about weeks for them to issue visas and the kind of questions. This is our diplomatic isolation actually, because our whole foreign ministry or foreign services are there focusing on one kind of issue, and they are forgetting about these issues, which are, there is a business diplomacy which is totally missing. We are not talking to countries that why you are delaying our visas if we don't delay their visas. I mean, politically reciprocal is fine, but we need to go and do business outside. So we need to be flexible for our own reasons. It certainly it certainly poses influence on things, and it helps if we engage ourselves into talk and keep on working and be visible that we really want to do. Aman Ki Asha itself would not solve every problem, but this is one of those initiatives. I think we need to open dialogue with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with the Ministry of Trade, Commerce. We should tell them, look, what is going to be our competitive advantage if we are not even able to go out of our country to meet our customers or to solve their problems. Even if we have to export rice or garments, sometimes we need to go and sit with the customer and have a face-to-face interactions, or in order to give them confidence. It's not that on email everything would happen, so we need to address that issue. We are pretty much focusing on those 4 or 5 key segments that we are very good at, which is financial sector, banking, capital markets, government, public sector solutions like, for example, tax and revenue solutions, e-government things, and telecom. We have not yet identified many other areas that we probably would go and jump in very soon. But we are growing by geographies, because we need to cover now more territories in order to effectively capture opportunities available. For example, for last 3, 4, 5 years we have been focusing much on Africa only and Middle East. But now we are going west. So we are tapping into Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and territories like that, Vietnam, for example. I think it will be unfair to say as compared to India. We are at a situation that we need to find our own competitive edge. And till the time we know what are our strengths, what can be our competitive edge, no matter whether it's India or Jordan or Egypt, we need to have a competitive edge before we enter into competition. Otherwise, you are just wasting time and energy. So we need to find where we can be more effective, where we can get more rewards, and where can we find a low-hanging fruit.